All right, good morning and welcome to this edition of Neguri Sports. This lovely Wednesday morning. It's nice, having you wherever you are. And a lovely Wednesday morning in the city of Benin, KB State, Nigeria. And my name is OJ Matthew. And of course, we have stories from around the world for you, talking about from the world of football, basketball, and so on. I will be bringing you the very, very latest right here. So thank you for joining. So without wasting time, let's begin. Let's quickly dive into the world of basketball. As Shea Gilgeous Alexander scored 31 points to help defending NBA champions, the Oklahoma City Thunder, maintain their perfect start to the season. Now the Thunder have won all five games this time and led the way into the Western Conference after beating Sacramento Kings 107 to 101 at the Beacom Center in Oklahoma. So Alexander, last season's most valuable player, is the league's joint leading scorer this campaign with 143 points. Oklahoma trailed by 3 points going into the fourth quarter, but took the lead with 2 minutes and 33 seconds remaining before holding on for victory. We did what it took to win. Gilgeous Alexander said they host the Washington Wizards on Friday, while the Kings travel to Chicago Bulls on Thursday. So Chinese Antetokounmpo, Antetokounmpo maintained his strong start to the season as the Milwaukee overturned a 14-point deficit to beat the New York Knicks 121 to 111 at the Fitzgerald Forum Stadium. Now, Antetokounmpo scored 23 of his game high 37 points in the second half to spark the comeback and guide the Bucks to their third win of the season. So we'll say congratulations to them. And the Confederation of African Football has famed Rabat. They're talking about football now. We're talking about the jiffy, ladies and gentlemen. So we just have to be patient about our football news, because we'll still have more apart from football. Britain's Cameron Nuri described his upset of Carlos Alcaraz as the biggest win of my career as he reached the Paris Masters last 16 with a gritty comeback against the world number one. Nuri, who was won 4-6, 6-3, 6-4 in the second round of the ATP Masters 100 event in the French capital. This win is so big for me, said Nuri, who made the Olympic Games in Paris and the United States and US Open last year because of a forearm injury. The Briton would next face the winner of the second round match between White Cards and cousins Valentin Vigorot and Arthur Rindenich. And so we say congratulations to him. Now, let's talk about the issue concerning the Nigerian Football Federation. Right now, the House of Representatives want to weigh into the corruption scandal of happening in the Nigerian Football Federation, and this corruption scandal involves the Go project right here in Benin KB. Yes, the Go project right here in Benin KB. Now, don't forget the Go project. Right here in Benin KB was said the amount spent on building the Benin KB Go project is $1.2 million. $1.2 million. And right now it's causing a lot of controversy. There are people who feels that that stadium does not cost up to $1.2 million. All right, now talking about the Super Falcons. Only yesterday, the Super Falcons will defend their continental title next year at the WAFCON after they brushed aside the Amazons of Benin Republic 3-1 on aggregate. The 10-time African champions won the first leg of this eliminator 2-0 in Lome, Togo, before they were head to a 1-1 draw in the return leg in Abeokuta, Ogun State. on Tuesday yesterday. So they packed MK Abiola Stadium in Abeokuta. Saw Ashley Pluntier scored her first ever Super Eagles goal. She got past the Benin defense to head home a superb Esther Okoronkwo delivery in the 12th minute. So, however, Benin, draw level in the 80th minute, just about the time Captain Rashidat Ajibade failed to put away a big chance. So it was a hard-fought draw as Benin paraded as many as 10 foreign crews who were not intimidated by the pedigree of the home team and gave as much as they got. And Super Falcons, Captain Rashidat Ajibade admitted that the Super Falcons weren't at their best in the second leg of the final 2026 or WAFCON qualifying match against the Benin Republic in Abeokuta on Tuesday, but insisted they weren't overconfident. The Super Falcons were ahead to a 1-1 draw by the Amazons in Abeokuta on Tuesday, but they had done enough in the first leg to secure a 3-1 aggregate their place at the 2026 WAFCON in Morocco and defend the title they won for a record 10th time earlier this year. So defender Ashley Pluntier headed Nigeria in front in the 13th minute of a corner from Esther Okoronkwo, but the visitors crawled back in the 80th minute to make it 1-1. And of course, Jibril scoring the goal. That's Yasminat Jibril is the person who equalized for Togo there. Super Falcons head coach Justin Madugu has confirmed that he has been handed a new 2-year contract by the Nigerian Football Federation, extending his tenure until 2027. And Madugu revealed the development shortly after guiding the 10-time African champions to qualification for the 2026 Women's Africa Cup of Nations following a 1-1 draw with the Benin Republic in Abeokuta on Tuesday. He said, I have been given a new contract from October 1, 2025 till October 1, 2027. So Madugu told journalists during his post-match press conference. The 61-year-old tactician expressed satisfaction with the team's qualification, but admitted the performance fell short of expectation. So let's talk about Flamingos. Yes, the Flamingos head coach Bankole Oluokere has expressed disappointment with his team's ouster from the 2025 FIFA Under-17 Women's World Cup. Oluokere's no side were eliminated from the competition following a 4-0 loss to Italy in their round of 16 encounter in Rabat on Tuesday night. The Flamingos put up a good performance in the game, but were let down by their poor finishing. Nigeria also had a goal ruled out by VAR for offside before Italy took total control of the game. Luakere said it was painful to exit the competition early. Honestly, it's quite painful. We came into the game with mindset of doing something special, making sure that we'll win and we progress to the next stage. The gaffer was quoted by FIFA.com. So unfortunately, we had the game for 44 minutes before the painful goal came in, and it was all squandered in the second half. It's one of those things, he said. And yes, 4 countries have booked their place in the quarterfinal stage at the ongoing FIFA Under-17 Women's World Cup in Morocco. The 4 countries are Italy, Brazil, the Netherlands, and North Korea. They advanced to the last 8 following their conclusion of Tuesday's round of 16 matches. Italy trashed Nigeria 4-0, while Brazil defeated China 3-0. North Korea defeated host nation Morocco 6-1. While the Netherlands defeated the United States by penalty shootout following a 1-1 draw. Meanwhile, more rounds take place today. The competition started on the 17th of October and will end on the 8th of November. So the Confederation of African Football has confirmed Rabat, the capital of Morocco, as the official host city for the 2026 FIFA World Cup playoffs. Early in October, CAF had announced Morocco as the host nation for the decisive playoffs, but did not specify the exact city and venue. The latest confirmation puts an end to weeks of speculation. According to journalist Osasu Obayuana, the Olympic Stadium in Rabat has been selected to host the crucial fixtures. The facility, which successfully staged the opening and closing ceremonies of the 2024 Women's Africa Cup of Nations, is regarded as one of the finest stadiums on the continent. The playoffs will determine the final African representatives at the expanded 2026 FIFA World Cup, with teams battling for the remaining qualification slots in what promises to be a thrilling contest. on Moroccan soil. Now let's quickly take you to England as Fulham ended no needed and progressed to the quarterfinals of the EFL Cup. Defender Issa Diop scored the decisive spot kick in sudden death to give his side a 5-4 shootout win after goalkeeper Benjamin Leconte saved 3 Wakombi penalties. And Josh King's no smart finish shortly after halftime cancelled out an early opener from former Fulham man Cole Woodrum. But neither side could find a winner, and the match finished 1-1 and went to penalties. And at the end of the day, of course, Fulham were the victors. At least 3 teams have made it into this season's Carabao Cup quarterfinals. This follows the conclusion of the first set of fourth round fixtures on Tuesday night. And Brentford booked their place with a 5-0 thrashing of Grimsby Town. And Cardiff City also defeated Wrexham by 2-1. And like you heard earlier, Fulham needed penalties to see off Wakombi Wanderers after the game ended 1-1 in regulation time. So today, the remaining fourth round games will be played across the UK. Arsenal welcome Brighton, while Manchester City will travel to Swansea. Liverpool will host Crystal Palace, and Chelsea are away to Wolverhampton Wanderers. So the striker Leon Delap is returning from hamstring injury at the time of need for Chelsea. So he will be available for Chelsea tonight against Wolves. And it will, of course, reduce some pressure on the Chelsea attacking options right now. Pedro is one man that has been under that pressure. Okay, so right now, the lap is back, and it will be a good one there for Chelsea and their fans, knowing that yes, he's back from injury and will be part of the game today against Wolves. So now, talking about Italy, after a slow start to the 2025-2026 season, yes, with Atlanta, talking about Ademola Lookman, Nigerian forward Ademola Lookman, he finally got his first goal of the season for his club on Tuesday night, scoring in their Serie A match day 9 game at home against AC Milan. And Lookman scored in the 35th minute of the game to level the score 1-1 after Italian midfielder Samuel Ricci had opened scoring for visitors in the 4th minute. So Nigerian unleashed the magnificent shot in the season. So the reigning African Player of the Year has enjoyed a tough start to the season after a fallout with Atlanta's hierarchy over a failed transfer. He went on strike in the summer and was thereafter pushed out by the club after a failed transfer into Inter Milan. He was rather reintegrated into the team with a 4-minute appearance during their 3-0 win at Torino in September before getting his first start in the Champions League against Club Brugge days later. So the 28-year-old scored 15 goals plus 5 assists for Atlanta in the Serie A last season, adding 5 goals and 2 assists in the UEFA Champions League as well. And so, before we go this morning, we will, of course, bring you some gossips and fixtures for today. Now, Brazil midfielder Lucas Paqueta is keen to leave West Ham in January, and Tottenham are keen on signing 28-year-old Scotland midfielder Scott McTominay from Napoli. And Napoli will make another attempt to sign 20-year-old England midfielder Kobe Mainoo from Manchester United in January. And City, talking about Manchester City, have opened negotiations with Spain defensive midfielder Rodri over a new contract and are confident of striking a deal by the end of the year. And Tottenham are unlikely to sign Marc-Andre ter Stegen from Barcelona in January, but a loan move to Chelsea could be possible for the Germany goalkeeper. And Chelsea and Tottenham showed serious interest in Morgan Rogers during the summer, but Aston Villa are currently holding talks with the England attacking midfielder over a new contract. And also reaching us this morning indicates that Chelsea are looking to strengthen at right back with the addition of Strasbourg's Gila Dowie. Though Aston Villa and Brighton are also in the race for the 23-year-old Ivory Coast defender. And Manchester United are in negotiation over a transfer for IIK's 16-year-old Swedish forward Kelvin Philin and Robbie Keane, Kylian McKenna. and Angie Postecoglou are all on the short list to succeed Brenda Rogers as the next permanent